Hello and welcome back to our FXcast video tutorials. We're going to continue to work within the order entry window. Today we're going to focus on how to place limit orders within the order entry window. So with that, let's begin. Welcome back to our FXcast Pro platform video tutorial. We're going over the basic features of FXcast Pro. In this video, we're going to focus on entering limit orders. In our previous videos, we've talked about how to bring up the order entry dialog box. And in our last video, we talked about how to enter a market order. So now we're going to take the next step and put in a limit order. So I'll go ahead and bring up our order entry dialog box. And this type is how we differentiate between market and limit order. So by changing from instant to pending, allows us to enter a limit order, and you can see that our whole bottom section of our order entry dialog box has changed. So to take a step back, remember we can choose our currency pair from the drop down dialog. So we'll go ahead and choose one. We'll go with the dollar yen. Remember, we choose our position size by using our drop down or by go ahead and typing in a position size. We can use any type of risk management, trades manager, by identifying our stop loss, which will take us out of the trade if we go 20 pips against us, and perhaps you want to take profit at 50 pips. Now, one of the important things about your self-stop and profit targets, risk and reward ratio, is that you're not just going to put it in by pips, you're going to put it in by the actual price. So if I wanted to take my 20 pip stop loss, and I know that when I go to my pending orders, it tells me that I have to be 15 pips below the bid. Now this is on a buy limit, so it has to be 50 pips below the bid. So that means that I have to put in the actual price. So 15 pips below 80.95. So I'm going to go with the price to do a nice simple math of 80. Whoops. Let's do 80.75. And so if I want a 20 pip stop, then my stop is 80.55. And if I wanted a 50 pip profit target, that would be 81.25. So you're not just putting in 20 pips, 50 pips. You have to put in the actual price level, the price value of where you want your stop and where you want your profit target. And again, in this situation, I'm doing a buy limit that has to be 15 pips below the bid. And when I place that order, we can look into our terminal and see that it's there. Now, before we look down there, I want to go ahead and take the time to look at a sell limit. So we're still dealing with our dollar yen. We're putting pending orders so that we get our. So on the sell limit, remember our buy limit had to be below the bid, where our sell limit has to be above the ask. Above the ask. How many? Well, 15. So if the ask is 81.10, 15 pips above that would be, we'll just round it off and go to 81.30. So if I wanted to do a stop, that would be 81.50 for the stop, and that would be, I'm trying to do the math in my head here, I believe that'll be 80 for take profit at 50 pips from our entry price. So now when I hit place, and there we go. So let's go ahead and scroll out to the terminal to see our orders placed. So down in our terminal under trade, we can see we have our buy limit and we have our sell limit. So one thing to obviously you may want to ask is, how can I cancel these orders? Well, you simply right click on them and you can see modify or delete. It brings up our order entry window again, and now instead of modifying it, now you can modify it by just going in and typing in a new number. But more importantly, if you want to delete, just go ahead and hit delete. And you can see it's gone. Say OK. And I'll right click on this one, modify, or go ahead and delete. And those two orders are now gone. Now, real quick, we'll go back to our order entry window. Doesn't really make a difference. Remember, we want to have pending order to get our limits. Now, for our stop orders, it's going to be the exact opposite. So remember, our stop order had to be 15 pips below the bid. Now we're going to be above, has to be at least 10 pips above. So we're at 90.33. We'll just round that off and go with 9045. Hit place order. We are good to go. The reverse, a sell stop, is going to be below, so 90.33, and we have to be 10 pips, so that would be 23. So let's just go with a nice round 90.20 and hit place. And that order is now placed. Once again, right click and you can delete your orders. Right click and you can delete. Thanks guys, and I will see you next time.